What up, everybody? It's your boy Ricky Rick, and your boy Ricky Rick is back with another Ricky Talking. Today, I want to talk to you guys about The Walking Dead and its finale. I finally got what I wanted from the show, and which was Andrew Lincoln is back on the show. Even though he was back for the final minutes, it's a setup to his spinoff that he's going to be having coming out next year in 2023, The Rick and Michonne Show. Still, I don't know if that's the title they're going to go with, but that's what it's being called right now, Rick and Michonne. It's going to bring us back to the flow of what happened with Rick, the character, Rick Grimes, after season 9, episode 5, where we saw Rick's final episode on The Walking Dead, where, if you guys haven't seen it, spoiler alert, he got taken away by a CRM helicopter pilot and Jadis, who got him on the plane, saved his life by taking him away to a place that has everything that they'll need to help Rick survive. But at the same time, we're not so sure if these people that he got taken to are friends, are allies, which we got to see in The World Beyond, another Walking Dead spinoff, where we got to see that these people, if you don't do what they say, if you don't do what you're told, they will punish you. And if they have no use for you, no value, if you have no value to them, then they will lock you up, they will kill you, and they will get rid of you. And so Rick Grimes, from what we saw in the Walking Dead finale, looks like he escaped. Looks like he's trying to get back to his family. From what I got from the 4 minutes and 41 seconds, which is really nice that we got to spend some minutes with them and not just a quick cameo or a quick post-credit scene like a minute. So it was 4 minutes and 41 seconds. That was really nice. We also got Michonne back, where we pick up with her after she left in season 10, the following season, and had an episode where she found this clue that Rick Grimes might still be alive, where she found a phone. In the back of the phone, you see it's not a picture, but on the phone, you can see that it's her and Judith, giving her the first clue that who would do that besides Rick. And not only that, to top that off, not only did she find a phone, but she found his boots. Another clue of letting us and her know that Rick might still be out there. Now, another thing that I picked up from this, if Rick is trying to get back home and trying to get to his family, home to his family, he remembers them. So after the explosion that he received in season 9, a lot of people started put clues together. Will he not remember his family? Because after his episode, his final episode, we had a time jump of 7 years on the next episode, where we see what happens with the other characters, but we have no idea what happens to Rick until the finale. So it's been 7 years, 6 months. It's about like 10 years. We're like about 8, 9, 10 years since Rick has been gone from, and everybody thinks Rick is dead. So everybody's, dealing with their stuff, the Whispers, the Commonwealth, and it's been all lead up to Rick. In reality, Andrew Lincoln, who plays Rick Grimes, wanted to part ways with the show, not because he didn't like the show, but just because he wanted to spend time with his kids, his family, before they grow up and move on with their lives in college and stuff. So he wanted to be at home and be a father, which is okay. Lucky for him, he was only gone 2 seasons, because the show only went up to season 11. He left in the midway of season 9. Also, COVID hit, and there was a year where they couldn't do any filming. So that was really nice because that means we didn't get to spend so much time away from Rick. Now Rick is back. Everything, we're hoping that the 3 spin-off shows that were announced earlier this year, Dead City, which will have Maggie and Negan. Then we have Fear the Walking Dead, which has Morgan and those characters. Then we will have the Daryl spinoff, following him trying to find Rick, but somehow he lands in London. So we got to figure out how these people end up in these places. Dead City's taking place in New York. Daryl's show is taking place in London, and Rick and Michonne is yet to be determined where it is. A lot of people are saying Philadelphia, New Jersey, so they're close by. Now, will all these spin-offs and Fear the Walking Dead, come together to do like an Avenger type of event? Will it be a movie? Will it be, a series where they all come back together, like The Walking Dead Part 2 or whatever they decide to call it, where we get our characters that were left in The Walking Dead, Daryl spinoff, Fear, Dead City, and Rick and Michonne all come together for one big finale and give us the true Walking Dead finale that fans didn't get in The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead finale was good, was nice, was clean. I did enjoy the episode. I liked the way they wrapped it up, but it didn't stay true to the source of the comics because there's a certain ending that we want to see. So we might not have gotten this year or in the original show, but we might get it somewhere down the line. For me, I'm happy because once again that the interest of me watching The Walking Dead is back because now we have Rick being the main character again. A lot of people were saying that The Walking Dead is about Rick and his family. That's what the show is about. And then after he left, they started saying, well, it's not just about Rick, it's also about the other characters. Okay, now that Rick is back, now they're saying it's about Rick, which that's what we were saying all along. The show is about Rick. The story, the comics, the show, it's all about Rick, Not just about him, but his journey as a character, the things, the obstacles he has to go through, the friendships, the villains, the bonds. I just like this character because he's a good guy, just trying to, find his family and protect his family to, like the reason why I got into the show is because kind of like COVID. I bring up COVID a lot lately on my channel because The Walking Dead is about a virus that hits and then zombies start popping out and taking over the world. Rick wakes up from a coma and he's no longer living in the world that he remembers. Now the world is surrounded by zombies known as walkers. And as for us, who are living in the real world, we got hit with COVID where everybody's getting sick. So, what will you do to protect your loved ones? Right now, all the kids in the world are getting sick. So, I can see that happening, like if the world comes to an end, what would you do? How far would you go? If the world went crazy, we just saw what happened when COVID hit. Like everyone was going crazy for food, toilet paper and all things, So the fact that Andrew Lincoln is back and is going to play Rick Grimes and Diana's back as Michonne, I'm excited. I'm interested to see how they're going to bring all the characters back together. So Daryl, Maggie, Negan, and Morgan, because I want to see Morgan back with Rick. I want to see Rick back with Daryl. So I know we're going to have more seasons, more years, hopefully not too many years, but I want to see this family get back together. Same like with the Fast and Furious franchise. I want to see how they wrap up things, So I'm a sucker, The Walking Dead is one of the first shows that I started watching on Netflix. One of the reasons why I got Netflix, because one of my coworkers told me about this show and I'm still amazed and I'm still watching, even though I lost a little interest after Andrew Lincoln left, but now he's back, so I'm back on board, and I think a lot of fans are too. I'm interested to see what it's what's gonna happen with Rick and how Michelle's gonna find him, because that's the reason why she's out there trying to find Rick. I want to see how Rick is gonna deal with this problem, and that is the CRM. I want to see this family back together. I want to see Rick go home. I want to see Rick reunite with his daughter and meet his son. And yeah, I'm excited. So I want to see these things happen, and obviously it's going to happen. We're going to see it soon. We're a year away from that, and until then, we're going to have many more episodes to talk about, things to talk about. But I'm just happy that we have Andrew Lincoln back playing the character of Rick Grimes, baby. Anyways, your boy Rick. If I'm not making you laugh, not making you smile, not keeping you entertained, or giving you something to think about. And sorry about my tone for today. You know, I did 3 videos, but I got my wife, my girl sleeping, I got my daughter sleeping, so I'm here in the garage. I'm trying not to be too excited, too crazy, because I'm not trying to wake them up. I'm trying to let them rest. I'm trying to let them sleep. As always, before I wrap things up, it is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to every single one of you guys. Eat turkey, drink, spend some time with your loved ones, all good things. Be safe. Most important, be safe. And as always, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.